Number 26, you can refer to page 25 of your interactive notebook. You'll notice that we have a standard formed equation and it wants us to graph. So you would want to move your x to the opposite side of y, divide by y's coefficient, and so on and so forth. Let's go ahead and use these notes to continue on. So let's go ahead and remove our x using the inverse operation. We have negative 3y is less than or equal, and I'm going to rewrite this in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to put my slope first. I know that that's my coefficient. Then plus 12. And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and divide everything by negative 3, reducing that to 1. Then I'm left with y, although do recall, anytime you multiply or divide an inequality by a negative number, the inequality symbol is going to flip around, just like we had in our example. So, since I divided by negative 3, my less than or equal to symbol will become a greater than or equal to symbol. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Negative divided by negative is positive. X minus 4. So, for those of you who do forget how to multiply, divide, add, subtract your integers, you may want to refer to the back of page 24. This might be useful to have on your note card. So now I'm going to start with my y-intercept. I'm going to find it on my y-axis at 0, negative 4. And then I'm going to follow my slope, which here that's a whole number. Maybe I should turn it into a fraction. Because that tells me that I should go 2 up and always 1 to the right. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1. Now, I did specify here that I want to see you plot a minimum of 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm just going to keep on going so I can ensure that I have a nice straight line. Of course, you will have rulers available, but on your exam, if your line is not straight, if it's not going through the correct coordinates, you are going to have points deducted. Now, I also stated that you need to shade the correct region and have the correct type of line. Now, for those of you who do not remember this information that is on page 25, this graphic might be helpful for you. Right here, so if you have greater than or equal to or greater than, that means you're going to shade above. If you have less than or equal to or less than symbol, you shade below. If you have a greater than or equal to or less than or equal to symbol, you're going to draw a solid line. If you have a greater than symbol or a less than symbol, you make a dashed line. This is something very helpful for people who forget what to do whenever it's an inequality that they need to graph. Now, in this case, my inequality states that it is greater than or equal to, so I'm just going to cover up all of this over here because that tells me I should shade above and I should have a solid line. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this across. Solid line, and I should shade above. Now, I think people have a lot of trouble with the shading above part. So remember what I told you. It's all has to do with the y-intercept. So right now it says y is greater than or equal to negative 4. Now, if negative 4 is right here, some examples of numbers that are greater than negative 4 might be, well, positive 4 or negative 1. Or how about 9? So you'll notice we're kind of coloring all of this area on top of the line. So there we go. It's all colored up. And that was the last of the non-calculator portion. I'll go ahead and start a new video for the calculator portion.